$5 with a chance of striking it rich. And if they don't find money, at least they'll have soap. The scene looks like the shell. Chutes are used to make a pure real, and once they see the money, the suckers buy up all the soap and far more than its value. And what's even not saying it would have to take much longer than it would. But even by the rest, went down to the empty sheriff who arrested him, so flustered by the crowd and he forgot to ask them his first name, and so on the arrest warrant simply wrote Soapy, nicknamed Soapy Smith, stuck. But the arrest marked the end of the scam in Leadville, and Soapy had to move on. Became determined to find a place where a competent man could operate without being constantly forced to move on. His goal was not just to play the con, but to build a network of fellow cons, thugs, flag enforcer officers, and officials that allowed him to operate without fear of arrest. He found that place in Denver, Colorado. In Denver, Smith built a gang that slowly took over the city's criminal element. For all the scams, well short of long, half the money went to Soapy.
Well,
He used the money not just to bribe police, judges, and officials. By 1889, newspapers claimed he was bribing both the mayor and the chief of police. But he also had people like bankers on his payroll who would help him to identify wealthy targets for their scams. His gang did not just include a wide array of grifters, but also people skilled at finding and steering potential victims.
anyways, you can find the history guy on YouTube. I probably they'll probably ding me for probably ding me for listening to him in the background while I'm doing my own regular work, but son of a bitch.
Later described how one of Soapy's grip men drew him into a scam where he lent money to a stranger. I just entered the Knights of Pythias. One of the strangers saw my pin and gave me the grip of the order. I felt very brotherly. The gang also kept barbers on the payroll. The barbers not only played their own short con at
I think he was just referring to the Masons there. Sounded like it.
the prices up with extra amenities.
Grip of the orderly.
Conversations with new customers. If they found out things suggesting the man had they would cut a small notch in the back of their hair that Soapy steerers could recognize. By some accounts, this was the origin of using the term mark to refer to the target of a crime.
Don't know where my wide blade screwdriver is at, but yeah, look, fucking.
My whole life I've always loved interior design. Ever since I was a little kid. I grew up around it. Most of all, I'm interested in designers. Any creatives. And today I get to spend time with one of my favorites. My name is Eve, and this is Alter Ego.
Soapy managed to keep the scam to a level that didn't draw too much attention. So it was affordable law and order, so long as it kept away all the crime by his own. He built community trust via donations to city causes and events. This was Gilmore King.
Gonna have to see if I can find some foam for the inside of that. Oh, that was loose to begin with.
One reporter who had actually clashed with Smith recalled seeing him in the street. Smith's head was torn and blowing the door. When he asked why, Soapy said
That has to be hooked on here. Ew. Hopefully it's just a head gasket blowing crap all over. Half inch on the back. That's it. Bill's luck.
Well, Smith was not generally an unpleasant man. The Lancaster News of Lancaster, South Carolina described him as the most genial and affable crook. He also had a temper.
Great.
altercation with other gamblers or victims of the scam. A November 1888 edition of the San Fe New Mexican reported on a near gunfight in Denver between Smith and a gambler named Pomeroy. When Pomeroy drew a gun on Sophie, the newspaper reported, the latter did not appear to be frightened and pulled his gun from his hip pocket. The newspaper reported, what might have happened had those bystanders seized the two men and disarmed them. The danger of his temper was demonstrated in 1889.
Ew. I got myself. Good God. Great. I really only wanted to pull my head here, but it looks like the base gasket may actually be weeping too, so I only ordered a another mother ever. Well, that's, I want to replace that anyways, I guess, and we gotta pull that one. Oh yeah, the starter plastic starter cover. Good God, seriously? Wrong item there, pal. Really didn't want to disconnect the fuel So let's see. Yeah, there's no. There should probably be an O-ring around that. At least I'm thinking. Should be an O-ring around that. Oh, well, you know what? I mean, you can see, but you know what? That may actually need. That may need a crank oil seal on the top there. That looks very ominous as far as oil spitting up. Look, I need to get a spark plug wire too, it looks like. So let's pull these out without losing their order, even though they all look like the same color or length. Sorry. And got two more down there in the bottom. I need a deep socket for. Thanks, guys.
Just 4 days earlier. Both Briggs and Stratton graves are now visited by tourists in Skagway. The character of Sophie Smith has been in several films, as the 1941 Clark Gable film Horicon was based on a biography of Smith, although the video was not allowed to use his name. As a surprising legacy, there is a charity costume ball called the Sophie Smith Party. You can hire Sophie Smith's great-grandson, Jeff Smith, give you a talk about his ancestor, about to be an expert in the book.
Yep. Maybe, but that could just be from oh yeah, it's perforated right there. You can kind of see it's cracked through. I'm gonna guess maybe on that side where the oil is pretty wet. That's where it's been leaking from. You can see it coming straight down in there. However, the inside of this valve looks really dirty. Oh, you're in it for a pound, right? In it for a penny, in it for a pound. Just trying to decide if guess we'll pull the rest of that off. Didn't want to mess with this. And the reason I didn't want to mess with this is because the previous owner has this taped together. And yeah. These lines are pretty dry rotted, and I didn't want to get into replacing lines today, but I guess if we're having at it, we're having at it. Might as well just cut that. I was wondering how the people get those on there in that direction. Should take it around back and pressure wash it.
Butch and Sundance had met up with other members of their gang in Fort Worth, Texas, where they had their photo taken. A Pinkerton agent had seen them in the shop and contacted law enforcement. The group fled when one of them recognized a lawman on the street. Harry collected Ethel, a woman he had told a friend he had previously met in Texas. The two claimed to marry, although no official record has been found. Visited his family in Pennsylvania and traveled to New York, where Butch joined them. The three then caught the steamer to Buenos Aires. In Argentina, they bought a ranch in a remote area, which was successful and made many friends, both locals and other American expatriates. Harry and Ethel made a trip back to the United States in 1902, visiting relatives in Coney Island. They visited again in 1904, spending time in the Fort Worth area, then attending the St. Louis World Fair. The Pinkertons were still chasing them, but were always a step behind. The agency had bribed people to intercept the outlaws' mail, figured out that they were in Argentina for letters that would be sent to a sister. But they didn't pursue them at the time, as their employers did not operate funds to chase them that far. In February 1904, there was a bank robbery. Two Ringo. Butch and Sundance are both been blamed for the robbery, although it was very likely committed by another pair of Americans, as Butch and Harry seemed to be still living law-abiding lives on their ranch. The robbery, however, brought new attention to the outlaws. The Pinkertons went to Argentina to issue an arrest warrant in April of 1905. Friends warned them before the warrant could be served.
Yeah.
They were on the run again. In December 1905, the Banco de la Nación in Villa Mercedes de San Luis, Argentina, was robbed. Witnesses reported that the robbers were three men and a woman. Butch, Sundance, and Ethel were identified as three of the robbers by witnesses from their winter houses.
It's amazing how many criminals from history were like sheriffs or judges or, you know, police officers, stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something else for that, I think. Oh, look at that. Special John Deere part. Well, I guess that's on the list of shit to get today, huh? Couldn't just be an O-ring. And it screws in there. Sorry. I forced it out, but regardless, it's pretty well torn and beat. Well, we'll just change the motherfucker. Oop, just change the oil. Thank you. You're the best. We'll replace the lines all the way through. Yeah, this is where I think I wanted to not mess with, but maybe see if we... Yeah, new fuel line. Thank you, Butterfingers, because your neurological disorders are kicking in. We'll paint this, I guess. Let's see if, isn't that stupid? If you want to replace the fuel pump, it's screwed from the inside. Let's see how much gasoline is leaking out of that if I need to pinch it. It looks good. Another reason you really want to make sure that you clean this stuff up is so that you can identify areas that are leaking. So even if you're not tearing the engine apart, it's good to know where stuff is leaking at. I did 25 in your neighborhood, assholes. Alright, well, let me collect my parts up here and drop it all over the ground. I swear this neurological issue is getting worse.
Family members and acquaintances have gone on record Harper, aka Butch Cassidy, 15 years after he was supposed to have died.
Well,
Several went on camera in a 1978 episode of the
yeah, before I rip my ignition cable off. Let's just see. Yeah, what the? Might as well screw everything else up while we're at it. Hey, da 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 da. That is a 10mm bud I got. Yeah. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da da. Can you find it? Might be 10mm not on this one. Got 7/16 son of a biscuit. If I knew where my bigger guys were. Yeah. We'll see how long this one lasts too. I don't know if you can see it, but whoever sent it didn't send it in a envelope that said do not bend. So my mailman or woman, not knowing, just jammed it in there. I'm gonna need to find my flathead. This isn't gonna work with a socket. It's not gonna work with a socket. Gonna have to find a bigger flathead. Where'd I see that at? Saw that hiding somewhere. Let's see if that's wide enough. If not, we're gonna have to figure something else out. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're getting into deep. I think I lost another nut. What's funny is when I watch guys or gals work on these units, you know, they got carburetor related issues, all right? And instead of taking the time to take the appropriate parts off of it, they start just jamming at the linkage, and yeah, that's not the appropriate way to do that. So unfortunately it requires disassembly, and instead of logically looking at anything, they ram a thorn it. And ow, thumb hurts. My thumb hurts. Tell you a good story about this unit. So it has a couple safety features on it, and unbeknownst to me, yeah, see, I guess I should have gone ahead and get that one too. So I didn't realize that having the clutch in and starting it at the same time would produce a no start. So I tore it all apart, thinking it was the solenoid or a relay or something, you know. And Here's just my stupidity. I didn't have a, there's a safety switch on the lever up there. So, as you can see, it's a lot easier to take apart if you disassemble it first. And while we're at it, we'll wipe all the excess grease off of that too. Ooh, there was gas dripping on my toes. I did not like that. Good goobly. I don't know how this thing even operated. Paint's coming off of it. One thing I do like about these older carburetors is the idle pickup screw. I don't know why the EPA thought that was a good idea to get rid of. Alright. Who's gonna complain at me now about this? Here's what I'm going to say about this. Be very, very, very careful when you're pulling this apart. The reason I say that is, you can already see, oh, good gravy. You can already see right there that it's an inexpensive valve spring compressor tool. If you are a little bit resourceful and you have a yeah, 25, you crackhead. I could do that all day. I'm not saying that a valve spring compressor won't make this easier, but I have found that I can usually get away with getting these out. I try to be a little careful because if you use metal against the aluminum here, you'll find yourself in a hot spot. But if you have a wide enough piece of wood laying around, you can usually get these off. Not sure why that one seemed extra hooked in there, but it is definitely. Oh, top one's different than the bottom one. That's why. So, that being said, well, since you're the closest tool for damage, the bottoms, the intake had a the top one is set up like the old school flatheads, where you have to figure out where the flat spot is. Which in that case was right there. So, yeah. Oh baby. That is why I was having that problem. And now I have to go ahead and deal with that. So, exhaust, different color, just so you know. Brown is down. I always say this on the overheads. Brown is down, and the other one's on the top. Exhaust. Intake. Exhaust. Yeah, and I already put the breather in here, but of course, I might end up buying a. I mean, they're probably gonna RTV it. That's probably what I'll end up doing. The threads are off on this a little bit too, so we'll have to I'll put a little thread sealant in that, and we'll quickly polish these up. This was the oh, great. There it is. The style and the valve keeper on the bottom. So let me grab a paper towel, clean paper towel, kicking stuff around. And that exhaust side's a little beat. How you doing? If my chuck didn't suck, because my chuck sucks. I'll leave it at that before my chuck screws up the bottom half of this so badly. And you can't really screw these up, you know, because as far as putting them back in, I think somewhere over here, and I had a little, I had a brand new container valve. I can usually put this on the valve itself, you know, on the inside of the valve, and you get the head off, and you can, oh yeah, so squeeze it all over and get it all over. All it is oil and fine metal anyways, as far as I know. I mean, might be something else in that lapping compound. I'm used to the colored stuff, but if I had a finer sandpaper around here, wouldn't that be nice? Oh. Good. Doesn't matter which side I go on, is it? Good enough. Guarantee it was more hassle than it was worth, that's for sure. Now, as far as the likey stuff in there, got a small piece of, I think that little drill bit that I had, I don't have any. Again, I really need to find my other drill. That would be nice. Find my other drill with a much better chuck. Lovely. Someone want to send me a Makita chuck? I really don't want another Makita, but yeah, there you go. So stupid. I think I said that backwards. A little bit earlier there. Your exhaust is on the bottom. Brown is down, regardless. I think when I said that, I said that the intake was on the bottom. I don't remember what I said. But what you can do, what you should do, before sticking your intake one back in, give it a little schmoo. Schmutz. A little lubricating. I know you watched me pull it in and push it out earlier anyways without any schmutz. Oh, feels good. Alright. What I'm gonna do, so we're gonna reassemble this before I sharpen the blades on the John Deere and tighten the battery up. And we are going to at least entertain the craziness for a spring compressor that I've gotten blasted about multiple times. I really don't care. I don't do it that often. Every once in a while. I don't pull a whole weekend of pulling motors and stuff like that on these. If I had pulled motors, I guess, regularly enough, where I was doing the valve lapping every time, I would probably invest in a spring compressor. But as I've shown before, this works pretty darn well for me. I'm sure if it works for me, because I graduated second in my class, second from the bottom, and you can see why. Just not intelligent enough, that's all. That's all. So, there's your valve spring compressor, and you can make that tighter if you need to. We might need to yet. And yeah, I'm gonna make it a little tighter. Not much, just a little bit. So, go over to your vise again. If you don't have a vise, you can try to use vise grips. See if that can help you. Operate the vise itself. Ooh, baby. Obviously, you want to be as careful as you can too. You don't want to end up with a spring in your face. Jeez, girl. Slippery. If you need to add a third one, you can, but I can usually get away with 2. Ah, baby. And you guys are watching me. I had to find a pair of snips. And ideally, you want this to work with gravity, but it's gonna flop around there anyway. Alright. So, you want to make sure your fingers aren't going to get pinched anywhere when you're breaking this spring. Now, if I had some cutters, some dikes, can you still call them dikes? This would make this job a little bit easier. But since I can never find my dikes are always so busy. Dike life. See if I got something else that will allow me to cut. Oh, I fucking hate the garbage. I would just need a, I need a shop. I need a shop. I need a shop. So, I'll make sure that you're locked in. And then, make sure you're not gonna get pinched. To one side. I don't know if hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I don't know. Pull it out. Rotate it around. Cut the other side. And there you go. Make sure your valve spring is in place. Oh, or pop it off like I just did, because it was in place. Good gravy, you moron. Good gravy, you moron. So you always tell the people who are doing like 25, crackhead. Gonna fucking lose it today. I'm sounding like a dolphin. Really wish I knew where my dikes were. This would make things a lot easier. If I had my dikes. Had some dikes. Dike, dike, dike. Dike, dike, dike. Some snippers. Any snippers. Here's some dikes. twisted up in some welding clamps there, huh? Yeah, dikes make this go a lot easier. Alright. Now, grabbing the valve. Did I bring the valve over here? I swear like I brought the valve over here. Good God, Ryan. Fucking hate you. Where? I'm punch a hole in my brain. There's the valve. Where's the keeper? Probably in this fucking box. Need to be a little smaller. Yeah. Fucking magnet. Get out of here. Are you fucking serious? Fucking tell you what. So. I don't know what the easiest way is to do these, but. I don't care if you're a woman or not. Speed limit's 25, asshole. Good God. Part of my problem is my short-term memory is so burnt out that Now I can't even find the short-handled, wooden-handled wire brush that I had. Would have been perfect. Perfect diameter. There it is, right in front of me, huh? Perfect width, I should say. Yeah. Almost. Yeah, the bottom one fell out, top one fell out. Both fell out. Try it again. I'm sure that somebody has a great little trick, nifty trick for this. Oil probably would help. Come on, you fucking fucker. Come on. You can do it. So close. Come on, seriously? You're so close. I will admit, a valve spring compressor here would definitely make this probably done already. Because that's exactly what's happening there. A keeper is hung up on both sides. But I think we got it. And didn't damage the sub too bad. I mean, make sure you kind of keep tension on that if you can. My hands just aren't working anymore today. That's for sure. And hey, there's my brain apparently. Cause come on, girl. I don't care if you come out from the inside or the outside. You come out however you want to come out. But I need you to come out. There you go. Make sure your keepers aren't going to fall out. Like pretty straight to me. And because I boogered that up a little bit, we'll give it a light filing if I can get into it. Guess not. At least not with this unit. Small piece of paper. This is 220. Now be careful you don't cut yourself on that either. A $25 part that'll make that go a lot smoother. So that's that. That's what we're done at today. Let's pull the let's tighten up the battery terminals on the put this back here too. Let's put those in place so you don't lose them. Usually put all my stuff in there like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, what the heck? Yeah, I'm going to get that panchy.
Making that claim was Josie Bassett, the daughter of a Utah rancher. Bassett grew up in the area called Outlaws Trail that was a hideout for members of the Wild Bunch. She was very familiar with Butch Cassidy, having first met him when she was a teenager, while he was working in a nearby ranch and used the name George Cassidy. In a 1960 interview, she recalled of him, "I thought he was the most dashing and handsome man that I had ever seen. I was such a young thing, and giddy as most teenagers are, and I looked at close my knight in shining armor. By her own admission, the two were linked romantically.
Make sure that you don't lose your
All I can say is,
spacers or anything else.
in the interview, Bassett stated, "I saw Butch Cassidy back in the 1920s, after he came back from South America. The meeting occurred in Rock Springs, Wyoming. She said that he was with Elsie Lay, who'd been Butch's best friend and a member of the Wild Bunch. Lay had been arrested in New Mexico in 1899 and sentenced to prison, and thus had missed Butch's last successful robbery, and his escape to South America. He had received a pardon in 1906. She described them having a long conversation, three friends catching up. And Butch described his life in South America and after.
Yeah, I gotta find something out.
Butch died in Johnny, Nevada, about 15 years ago. Butch's family, however, refused to disclose the location of his final burial, saying that he'd been chased all his life, and they would not let him keep being chased after he died.
Let's stuff a paper towel in there to try to mitigate some of that.
Remains at a potential burial site in 2017 produced some remains, but they were not a DNA match. So far, no remains in the United States have been discovered that can be definitively identified as Butch Cassidy, who provides proof that he survived after he was supposed to have been killed in Bolivia in 1908. That, of course, leads to the question of what had happened to Harry Longabaugh, the Sundance Kid. One story suggested that Butch had actually escaped in the night after Longabaugh had been killed by the posse, but another story says that the two that were killed in
I'm trying to wipe some of this off polluting my yard.
One of the most intriguing was a rancher named William Henry Long, who died in Utah in 1936. Long's life
I know a lot of it's probably just dirt, but when you got oil mixed in there,
was the Sundance Kid, and they believed it to be true.
I try to do what I can to
2009, Long's remains were found from a cemetery in Duchesne,
keep it off the grass.
tested versus the DNA of a person believed to be a distant relative of Mary Arnold. The results were unable to prove that the two were connected. But there was an issue. Groundwater in the cemetery had disintegrated the coffin, and it's very likely that the remains that they found had been contaminated. The DNA results were, in fact, inconclusive. And once again, there is simply no evidence in Bolivia or the United States that can be definitively tied to the remains that we carry along the Longabos.
Yeah.
And that was the final question. What happened to Longabos' companion at a place? The answer is elusive. We don't even know the real name. We have no reliable information on his life before the Carrie Longabos in Texas in 1899. The Pinkertons kept files on her and searched for information yet, but there was no confirmation of what was investigated. In fact, she also used the name Ethel. The name Etta was apparently simply the Pinkertons' mistake. Spelling in a report because Spanish
Make sure I don't have any bolts. Yep, see, look, I had some bolts sitting there. I should have taken the whole hood off, I guess, at this point. But that spring was really tough for me to get off. Oh, I'm gonna lose some other bolts and
speculation for her true identity. There were a couple of clear contenders. One of the theories was that she was a woman named Eunice Gray, who owned a brothel and ran businesses in Fort Worth, Texas, and passed away in 1962. Their reported ages were similar. Eunice Gray was described very much like Etta Place, and pretty, intelligent, and well-spoken, and reportedly had similar appearance. Miss Gray had once mentioned to a newspaper that she spent time in South America during the period when Etta Place was known to be there. However, when relatives were found, the Eunice Gray
clean that up a little bit too.
and other members of the speculation that she'd taken up with Harry, who was with them to South America. The most compelling evidence was that the two were strikingly similar in appearance. So much so that a group at the London National Laboratory that specialized in photographic comparisons determined them to be the same person.
It started out as I was gonna replace the belts this morning. Yeah, look, just run over everything. Dumbass. Do this right here. Sounds like someone's getting a roof done on Labor Day. This will be fun. I hate hoses. Too bad they can't make a cordless pressure washer yet. I guess they probably do have one out there, but it's limited. This hose is a pain in my ass. It is tape that they get twisted up, you know. I don't know how I get them so twisted up. Oh shit. I got someone else who moves my pressure washer too after I'm done using it. She thinks she's helping. She fucking makes it worse. God. And what happens is the wheel gets rolled over. The hose, when she brings it back to the house, because she doesn't just wrap the hose up, and then you're left with this fucking knotted mess. God fucking, why am I so angry about it? I don't know, because now I'm wasting fucking time dealing with it. That's why. So exactly what happens. Fucking hose gets moved across it. Let's see how much gas is in there. Not enough to fucking run. Story of my goddamn life. Hopefully that was from the boat and not that. Be out boating today. Look at the fucking... It's still twisted up around that hose. The screwdriver didn't have a chip out of it. Could have probably used that to scrape that up, but that one's got a chip out of it, so yep, see ya. You know. We'll be replacing the spark plug anyways at some point here. Probably why my nails are so thin, huh? It's gooped on there, probably 25 years worth of. And I'm gonna get too crazy with it because it's gonna go back into service anyway, so. Hey, now. What do you want to do about this mess here? I don't want to get too crazy in there, I guess, either, because it'll take too much metal out there. cause a different problem. Gasket just seems like it was blowing everything. Got a little of that in my mouth. Alright. First thing you do is clear a throw, right? So I already replaced the breather gasket. I used a OEM Briggs and Stratton. This was a LG 27803S for the John Deere, which is realistically another number which is under this label, which at some point or another I'll pull apart. Hopefully you can see all the numbers there. The mosquitoes are absolutely horrific. I'm also replacing the dipstick tube seal here. The one that was in there was pretty well dry rotted and cracked, and I'm sure it hasn't been replaced since the 80s. So these are fairly simple to replace. I already did the head gasket. I think I got most of that on video. So these just thread in, and this is what seals your dipstick up. Dipstick. I could probably go through and do a little more detailing on this, but I took the deck off. The deck has a few modifications to it already. I'm going to continue to try to clean it up and improve the modifications. This one here, I don't know what, I'd have to look at the diagram, but this fastener alligator clamp, hose clamp, I should say, that they have here seems to remediate the issue with regards to that nut that must fall out of there, I guess. That's what I'm guessing. This probably falls out of there. The other modification I saw here was the deck has been damaged. They broke that hanger off. Someone did a pretty good job with thorough penetration there. The spindles, both spindles feel really good. I'm not sure when the bearings were done last, but I'm probably not going to do the bearings. I am going to take it around back and pressure wash it. And I think what I'm going to do, because what I noticed here was that the water sits on the top of this deck and there are no drain holes on the top of this deck that I can see. If these are through bolts, maybe what I'll do is I'll just clear up and widen the path here. I might drill a hole. Down through that though in both spots to let the water weep out. I mean, overall, I mean, everything else on the deck feels pretty good. Just gonna go through and clean out some of the gunk that's in there, and I don't think there's too much more I'm going to continue to do with this unit. I may add a little fix-a-flat because these tires seem like they are losing air, but overall this is a good little unit. I may, because there's no, you know, this is a fiberglass, so there's no metal in here to really attach anything to. But I guess there may have been a light bar here option. You could have probably bought. I have to look through the manual. I didn't see anything on the diagram. These were the base bottom line mowers, the 111s. Really, you know, meant for the you know, the home consumer. This was the versions before they started doing the Home Depot flavored crap that they sell, or Lowe's crap that they sell. So you know, it wasn't completely bastardized yet, but they were getting there. You know, penny pinchers, the bean counters, as a Harley Davidson dealership serviceman had said to me. The bean counters, they try to make as much money as they can for as little money as they can. Something else I did notice, and I don't know if this is normal or not, I haven't had enough of these go through to notice that, but the plastic insulator looks like it's chipped on this a little bit. Other than that, we're just going to tighten up what we got here and hope for the best. I put a little pipe dope on this because I should have probably put some thread tape on it. What I did do, one thing I did, if I can find it now, at my crap hole. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. See, you can't even see stuff right in front of you. One thing I did was I used some JB Weld on that. It's 60 bucks. It was 60 bucks for that, and I honestly, I can't see spending 60 bucks on that whole kit. You know, you can use pretty much any pump that has a breather on it and somewhere around the same pressure, but I'll probably hang on to this mower. I'll take it to maybe some small, like, little tractor events or something. I don't have enough room here to have a large farm all or international harvester sitting out front, and honestly, I don't really need to have one sitting in my yard because I am a city boy with country dreams. But unfortunately, the government took my family's farm through eminent domain, so, you know, I'm a little bitter about it. Now you know why. Nothing against saving the Philadelphians, but you know, I really I'll probably end up getting a spark plug boot for that too, because that spark plug boot's shot. But yeah, the eminent domain came through saving the Philadelphians for flood control for Blue Marsh. So, you know, whatever. I never saw the property. But it would have been nice to have 110 acres or whatever it was, or and at some point I'll probably replace this line as well because it's a little rotted. That's one reason why I did the JB weld there, and it's knotted up too much. Just enough to make it stick, and that way, you know, if you have an issue later on down the road, would do good to have my ground in line though. I think I need to have my ground lined up, and I don't know without breaking everything. I think we're good. If I didn't already say it, I put anti-seize on the part of the gasket that's between the breather and the gasket, because for whatever reason, on almost every breather that I pull apart, that always breaks. And if I don't have to replace it, I don't always want to replace it. Preventative maintenance for somebody else, you know, and then they don't have to spend a whole lot of time trying to peel it off either. Should have probably done it on the other side between the aluminum and the gasket as well, but yeah, should have this back together in a couple minutes here. Hopefully 30 minutes or less. And I'm just going to oh yeah, oh look at that fly, nasty little fly. We're sucking out the old oil here, and can't believe that this thing's stuck on there like this already. Like I said, I literally just had that off, but it's gonna leak like a sieve now. Worry about that another day. Get some yeah. So you can find a funnel and some oil. Yeah. Hoi, 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 hoi. Better put this in my pocket. I need that for my buddy tomorrow. Oh, funnel. There it is. Why didn't you guys tell me it was right there? Safety first today. I'm out here in the garage barefooted. Smart as smart can be. Just looking for a piece of glass on my foot, right? Oh, gravy. More metal. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know, stupid is stupid does. Gonna have to go get more oil here. Off-road use only. How you doing? Now these, so they tell you do not overfill. And when I got this, the 90-year-old gentleman that I got it from, he definitely had it overfull. And I mean, so much so that, I mean, it was weeping and leaking oil everywhere. And I'm hoping that I have remediated this issue of weeping and leaking, and it's not a main seal, but it could be a main seal. I'm just hoping it's not a main seal, either on the top or the bottom, but we'll find out here in a couple hours. I'm sure this machine has over 1,000 hours on it. I can't imagine it doesn't. The wheel is always the best place to put the oil at. You know, that way if you don't judge the balance right of it, it'll fall right on the ground and it spills out all over the place. That's the best place for the oil. Just wanted you to know that. Pro tip. Well, I think that we're almost there. Needs a spit more. It is kind of on an ankler. Sorry, I got an elbow there. It is on an ankler there, and actually, I think what I am going to do is see if I can find a light kit for this, because I really do think this would be an ideal unit for my mommy. She has a Husqvarna right now. That's actually what that deck is off of. My brother-in-law tried to fix it for her, and you know, I applaud him in his effort. He did a good job, you know, trying to do it right. But what happened was, because that anti-scalping wheel was not secured with an actual weld, when Mom ran over the roots that she normally runs over, she done caught the whole front end on this thing and gave it a wrecking. So I brought it back here and put a good weld on it. Now, unfortunately, someone had already welded here, and I don't know if I didn't record any of this, I don't think. And when they welded, I don't know how they did it, but it was cut all the way through the cell. So I don't know if they ground it out first and then put it in there, but there was no penetration through on this side. There's a little buckle on this side, on the other side, and there was no penetration there. This one here, yeah, we'll see how long it holds up. I think I got penetration in it, but it was completely flopping in there. So we'll see. If not, we'll buy a new deck. You know, it's a deck. So, but this one has a little bit more forgiving seat, and I think that she may appreciate that. So. Alright, it just needed a little chooch juice. I think I'm recording. I don't know if I'm recording or not, but it almost sounded like there was no compression in that. I do feel like I can replace that foam. I don't know if I will or not, but these are kind of like a little bit of a pain in the butt to find the hole. And this one you need to push down in order to get it to sit in the almost seems like I should dimple that in a little bit to maybe try to get it to sit in there better. These mosquitoes, man. I don't know how people down in the southern states with bigger skeeters deal with it. I mean, I wear a lot of off. I should actually invest in that company. I don't know why I don't buy stock. Anywho. I probably could adjust the throttle a little bit, but I hear something right there. I don't know if it's in there. Could be something. I did notice a little furry fuzz hair in here when I had the cover off. You know, it could actually be a could be like maybe an acorn. I don't know. I didn't pull the flywheel off, so and I had no intentions of pulling the flywheel off, but I definitely hear a little bit of a I don't think that's normal. It doesn't sound like the valve. So I think I got all the valve lapping and the stupid stuff that I've done, fingers that I've almost lost and stuff. Last thing we're gonna do is break out my grease gun, because you know it's my favorite thing, my grease gun, and grease up some fittings. I might even have to break out the 90. Ooh. Oh, there's my magnets. Hopefully it's not a magnet stuck in there. That would suck.
I know that, but
That I did that today?
There should be a fitting on there too. Oh look, you know what? Maybe I get the rubber boots for that too. Well, can you believe there's no grease fittings on that deck? I thought I saw a grease fitting on the wheel. The outside or the inside? Definitely want me to get my 90 out. Ugh. I guess not. I guess I was seeing stuff. Well, ew. I hope that's not a seal. I hope that's just grass. In the meantime, I think that seal is weeping pretty good there. So, anywho, that's that show. Come on, pup. Bobby. Hi, Bobby. What? Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. So happy. Are you happy, Bobby? Happy, Bobby. Happy, Bobby. Should be bagging that one, huh? Jeez. Let's go get the bad dog, huh? All right. Oh. Let's watch your. Let me throw him out there first before you come back. Oh. Hee-ah! Go ahead, load them up. I think those were from the old chimney. You know where you're taking them?
Good?
You know where you're taking them?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Down the woods?
Grandma already told you, huh?
No, I don't know.
That's where you're taking them.
Just nowhere?
Down, I'll show you. I'll go with you. It's in gear. Is it? Because that's the whole reason I had to tear that thing apart. Because I left it in gear.
Yeah.
Yep. And I thought it was broken. Get. Stinky dogs. Stinky dogs. What do you got? Huh? What do you got? Where's your ball? Where's your chuck it ball, huh? What'd you do with your chuck it ball? What the heck? You lost your chuck it ball. Stinker, where's it at? Whoa! Show off. He's like, screw it. Show off. For an old dog. Say, I still got it for an old dog. What do you got? What do you got, little missy? Come here. Bring it here. Good girl. Yeah, give. Ready? Hey, all right. Stay. Take that straight. Yikes. Bounce. It's don't do that. It's slipping. It's slipping. Yeah. It's got a hesitation. You do me a favor. We put air in those tires.
What?
I don't think she can come in here because I think it'll zap her. I think so. What's that, bud? My headphone's right there. No, it doesn't matter which side we go through. Let's see it. Is it oil? It is still leaking oil from somewhere, isn't it? Or is that just rolling around because it got hot? it's holding an oil. Must be just rolling around from getting hot and working and old oil rolling around in there. Hopefully that clears up. Stop eating the grass, dumbass.
Oh,
Good God. Good God. Knock it off. Oh, you're so noisy. Why? Knock it off. Look, he's like, all right, we're ready to go now. Stop it. Jeez, go get him. It's killing that machine. Look at him. Kids. Run it hard and put it away wet. Go a little slower.
yeah.
Thing really throws grass like it's throwing snow.
I
It's crazy. Go ahead, park it. Oh yeah. Sounds like that fan's flapping over the transmission. Huh. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, we're gonna strap that shitty hood. Yeah, it does.